The long-awaited Apollo Triage and medical ships have finally released onto the live servers, so we're going to find out what differences there are between them and exactly just how good they are. These are the first modular medical ships that give players the ability to install Tier 1 medical bays onto their ships, allowing for system-wide regeneration, something we've all been waiting for a very long time. We'll also briefly discuss the differences between the medical tiers, so don't worry, I've got you covered. I am Rugo, welcome to the channel, and let's kick things off with the base variant, the Apollo Triage. But before we look at the interior and take it out for a proper spin, let's see what you can expect for your $260 should you decide to take the plunge. So as you can see, the Apollo Triage comes with two size 4 weapons as well as two size 3 remote turrets, which is also controllable by the pilot. So two size 4s and two size 3s, which isn't too bad. I've also got two missile launchers with 4 size 2 missiles. It's not a fighter, it's a lover. 170 meters per second. And 32 ACU of cargo capacity. For the modular medical bays, let's just jump over to my purchase here. Show you exactly what you get. You can see I didn't get the war bond, but this is what you'll get if you take the standard version. So that's 2 Tier 1 models, 2 Tier 2 models, and 2 Tier 3 models. And then depending on what package you purchased, you'll either get a different hangar or better insurance. As for the propulsion, you've got two size 2 power plants, a size 2 quantum drive, decent VTOLs, which we'll check out in a second, 4 size 2 shields, and 2 size 2 coolers. Okay, before we continue going back to the medical beds, let's look at the new update as well as the differences between Tier 1, 2, and 3. Ship medical beds will now require a resource that it uses to respawn players and heal tier injuries. This is a brand new Medjal resource that can be purchased in medical facilities. So Tier 3 will give you 2 revives, Tier 2, 4 revives, and a Tier 1, 6 revives. And then looking at the range, a Tier 3 bed will give you 50 kilometers, respawn range, Tier 2 bed 8,000 kilometers, and a Tier 1 750 million kilometers. So yeah, moving on. Here it comes. I will reveal it over my shoulders. Rise, my child. Rise. We're f***ing taking so long. Nice. That is pretty big. That's a big boy. Who's a big boy? You're a big boy. Yeah, it is. It's very sleek, eh? Very sleek. So you can see kind of like the what is it? The constellation, I'd say Aquila. Constellation Aquila vibes there. Very nice. Let's head inside. So here's the ramp. Is there any other access? Let's check it out. Here is an elevator. That is convenient. Close to the cockpit. Very nice. We're gonna check that out later. First, we're gonna enter from the rear. Well, this is disappointingly small, I have to say. But I mean, it is a medical ship. I'm definitely gonna squeeze a pulse in here. Let's see how big it is when we close the door. Will an STV fit? I'm pretty sure you can make it fit. Knox? Maybe? Though I won't try that. A pulse would be comfortable. Nice animations. Buttons. I was supposed to open something. Yeah, I guess that's the door behind me. Smart boy. Ew. This looks like a building, right? That is pretty neat. Cargo bay 2. Okay. Gun storage. Can't wait for Mirax. Yeah, okay. So that's where the cargo goes. I take it that's cargo bay 1. Same stuff. There's something different. So there's an engineering terminal in that one. Med bay. Oh. Look how nice. All tier 3s obviously can swap these out in your vehicle manager. That's pretty cool. So you can either waste in the toilet or just... I would go number 2 in here just because it says waste and, you know, it's appropriately positioned. But that's just me. We're still vampires, people. Look. Am I dead? Ooh. I kinda have a reflection. Weird. Anyway, moving on. I take it the other side would be exactly the same. So we're just gonna run right through. Yep. So, identical on both sides. Kinda pointless, you know? Well, no. Yeah. Pointless is not the right word. Just a lot of space. You know, it's a lot of space for... Now I can fit stuff in there. Anyway. Components. These are all basic components. This is the front. Look how cool this is. Oh. Very nice. Is that the elevator? It has to be, right? How do I call it? Anyway, we'll figure that out. There's your little bed for the co-pilot. It's my bed. A little kitchenette. A Zulu. No waste basket here. There's a button. Full elevator. How cool is that? That is pretty sweet. Oh wow, really? Okay, that's... And then it works like... Does it work like the Connie? No. I have to say... Send elevator. Okay, here we go. I like that. But how does it fly, we wonder? Let's go find out. Correction, this is the pilot seat. It is a nice looking ship. No VTOL animation. Let's try again. Strange. Well, VTOL's on. Let's see. Not good for much, it seems. That's seeing, guys. Switch those VTOLs back off. As for how it handles, it feels heavier. I mean, it is a big ship, but it does feel really heavy. Cockpit view isn't bad. It's quite nice. Got a nice big view, just like the Constellation Aquila, as I said earlier. It's a really nice view. Let's just try and maneuver around here. Oh, that is so bad. So overall, well, the handling, not fantastic, but I mean, it is a big ship. I don't like it. The 2 size 4s and 2 size 3 turrets, that's not really going to help you in a fight, plus you're not really going to hit anything. And anything that you will be able to hit will be pretty big and will most likely be able to take you down if you're flying the Triage. Which brings us to my next point. Next up, we have the top-of-the-line, most advanced medical ship currently in the Star Citizen universe, the Apollo Medivac. And I have to say, I absolutely love the looks of this thing, especially with the Lifeline paint. But what do you get for your $290 US? And is it worth upgrading from a Triage to a Medivac? Well, let's look at the stats. So just like the Triage, you get 2 size 4 pilot control weapons and 2 remote turrets, which is also controllable by the pilot. Those are 2 size 3s. Difference is the base weapons are slightly better, but of course those are interchangeable. For missiles, you get 2 missile launchers with 8 size 2 missiles. And again, you've got your pilot and co-pilot seat with 175 meters per second and 32 SCU. For the medical beds, jumping over to my account here, you can see you get 2 tier 1 models, 2 tier 2s, 2 tier 3s, just like you do when you purchase the Apollo Triage. As for the propulsion, you get 2 size 2 power plants, a size 2 quantum drive, size 2 jump drive, 4 size 2 shields, and 2 size 2 coolers. The Apollo Medivac also has upgraded armor, so it is stronger than the Triage and should be able to take quite a bit more damage. So without further ado, let's go check it out. And boop, there she is. So we'll just do a quick run around. It's just as sleek as the Triage, exactly the same. So everything from the outside looks pretty much exactly identical. It's because it probably is. This time we're gonna start at the front. Go up this awesome elevator. Get this. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, co-pilot seat, pilot seat. This is where you pull the elevator or retract the rails, which is pretty cool. So you have a lot of space to dance. Beds. Little dining area for you and your... Hey, I don't know. Could be a perfect ship for a lovely couple. Kitchenette. Azalea. So front exactly the same as the Triage. Same for this port and same for this port. So just to make very sure, gonna run through here and go. So identical, and of course you'll be able to swap the tier med beds out since they are modular. Then we have our cargo bays. There's an engineering terminal, some weapon racks. Yeah, cargo's gonna look sweet in there. A lot of wasted space right here. Oh, hashtag hospital vibes. And here, well, not much to see. Except the anus, the rear of the ship. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, you can throw a little something in here like a pulse. I reckon would fit perfectly. Or 2 or 3. Now as for combat, how tough is this thing? Let's go make something shoot at us. So I just realized that the ERTs in Pyro is now only 99k. Isn't that the same as in Stanton? Didn't it used to be like 160 or something? I mean, I think bounties in Pyro should pay more, just because it's more dangerous. Danger pay, you know? Anyway, and this thing is heavy. Heavy ship. Oh, we didn't even look at the skylight. Let's do it right now. Is it? Oh, there it is. That's really cool. Would have been cool if it was the whole roof, though. If it was this entire area, how cool would that have been? Anyway. Strange, I can't switch my decoupled mode off. Didn't fix my keybinds. Taking this one down, old school baby. Oh, it's a hammerhead. Look at that damage, that's not too bad, but it's all about how much damage this thing can take. Remember, hammerhead is deadly as fuck. Wow. Damage is not bad. Okay, shield is down. We've got full power to shields now. Oh. That's impressive, I have to say. Taking into account that was going head on with a hammerhead, and these are stock components, guys. I didn't upgrade anything. This thing lasted quite a while. I wasn't even full shields there. So, impressive. Oh hey, check out this video next. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.